Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. This is SB Sports. My name is JB.
And I'm Nandez, and today we're here to talk WNBA. We're talking regular season, we're talking MVP, we're talking Rookie of the Year. We're also going to be talking about playoffs.
Super excited. But we
hmm
like to kick off the show with a little toast, what we like to call drink of the show. And
hmm
some Josh Chardonnay.
The Josh, yes, boom. Josh don't ever steer us wrong.
Never,
Ooh,
never wrong.
all right. Yes, yes, yes.
Right. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's kind of just recap a little bit of the WNBA this year. So this was the 29th season of the WNBA and the fifth Commissioner's Cup. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
congratulations to the Indiana Fever for taking home the Commissioner's Cup this year. What do you think about the Commissioner's Cup, just in general?
Cool. I feel like it's kind of like the cup that they do in the middle of the league with the NBA.
Yeah, the tournament that they do in the NBA. It's
You
kind of
know,
the same thing. Absolutely.
it's cool.
It's
Not a
cool.
fan. Run the season. Go
Run
ahead.
the
Play the
season.
season.
I mean, it kind of brings a little bit more excitement, though, makes some more games more meaningful. I definitely understand where they're coming from and why they implemented it into the season.
Yeah.
However, we all know what the end goal is here, and that is to win championships. So
All the way to the ship.
all the way to the chip.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
end goal here. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. And I'm looking forward to seeing it next year too. Like, don't get rid of it.
I mean, we're gonna watch it for
I'm
sure.
gonna watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it'll hold a little weight when we're looking at, future Hall of Famers and things like that. But at this point,
Yeah.
it is kind of another game if you think about it. But with that being said, let's
Bragging rights is what it's
bragging
called,
rights, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, with that being said, let's move on a little bit to the All-Star game. Let's talk about that, the 2025 All-Star game. A little bit controversial with these shirts. Pay us what you owe us. What do you think about those shirts?
Definitely a statement. These women have been waiting to be paid for a long time coming now. If you've watched a lot of the greats that have played, several years before even the WNBA was popular, they all deserve to get paid just as much as the talent that they have.
Absolutely.
It's definitely in due that they do need to get paid. So that's why it's so important for this expansion, for this popularity, for this growth of the season to get big. We really need as many people to,
Tune
at
in as
least tune
possible
in. Yeah,
to the
maybe go to a
games. They're
game.
fun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's such a
speaking of
vibe.
games, I did hear something recent that happened with the New York Liberty season ticket holders. I actually heard that the season tickets were going up in price, and there's been some complaints from season ticket holders with the New York Liberty. I did hear they went up about 1,200.
What?
Yeah, in the season tickets. I think it was like about 2,500 for the season,
Oh, but
and then it went up to like 3,200, I believe,
that's
for the
not for the
upcoming season.
playoff?
No, that's for the upcoming season.
That's
Yeah,
crazy. That's
yeah.
crazy.
I mean, but think about it though. Like that's good. Isn't that what you want though? If you're
Yes.
the league, because that means that the popularity is there. More people are coming to the game. There's a scarcity of those tickets, so the price is gonna increase.
Man, but I mean, not everybody makes that money to be able to go to games like that. Tickets should be accessible to fans, no matter how much money they make or what they're able to afford. I mean, it shouldn't be a car payment to be able to go watch a basketball game because you love the game so much. But yes, I do understand. Yes, it's getting more popular. You got big names on the Liberty team.
Stewie,
Sabrina,
Sabrina,
come on. I mean, of
Natasha Cloud,
course, of
yeah.
Natasha Cloud, of course. So there's
Oh,
talent there. There's definitely
absolutely
some
some
dogs
talent.
there. So of course, I see why, that could possibly be the reason why the tickets are going up.
And they were the 2024 WNBA
They are
champions,
champs.
so they
They
are
are
the
champs.
defending champs.
They got the best mascot too.
That mascot be
Getting
throwing,
down.
he be throwing it.
She be getting
He be
down.
throwing it on that mascot.
Crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I'd like to meet her on the street.
Absolutely. So moving back kind of into the All-Star game, let's talk about like the product on the court, right? Like I understand this is the All-Star game, we want to have fun, but you're wearing these pay us what you owe us shirts. And I mean the product, in my opinion, it just wasn't there for the All-Star game. What do you think?
What do you think? It was just too much hooping it up,
It was too
Harlem
much having
Globetrotter
like
kind of.
it was too much having fun for me. Like you have a lot of people tuning into this All-Star game, and we want to continue to push the WNBA as much as we can. Like, I'm not saying that everyone needs to go 100% at this All-Star game, but like let's see a little bit of effort here. Just a little bit of effort. Gives the fans a little bit of what they came to see. I mean, the festivities are nice, but I mean, a little bit of effort would have been appreciated, in my opinion. Because if we look on the other side of things and we're kind of comparing it to the NBA, I mean, they do joke around as well, but they throw the ball through the hoop. Like they're taking half court shots, like, and they're making them. They're throwing down dunks, 360 dunks, windmill dunks in the All Star game. Like that's just not something that the women can provide in the WNBA All Star game. So maybe we need to make the game that we're watching for the All Star game a little bit more competitive, a little bit, with a lack of a better terms, a little bit better, in my opinion. What
All
do you
right,
think?
I got you. I got you. Me, I felt like I loved the game. The whole point of the All-Star game, you have every big name in the league right now, every star that you can think of from every team makes the All-Star team. They're all hooping, they're all playing together. You don't get to see that on an any day basis unless they're all going to be on the Olympic team. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
So for them to be able to play together, you get to kind of release for a weekend. You're showing up and you're literally showing out for the fans and you're making that experience for the fans. I enjoyed every minute of that weekend. And we got to have really good exposure. The stud buds were out there live streaming the whole weekend. So we were able to see behind the scenes of what was going on behind, after the games.
Speaking of the stud bus, isn't it so cool that Minnesota, their fans, they like to pack out the arena with pink wigs on? That's
Yeah.
sick.
The last game that they had, they gave every fan a pink wig.
That's sick.
Yo, I'll
That's
take a
awesome.
wig.
Yes,
Take a wig. Or wig.
should we get some
Make
wig?
Joe.
Should we get some wigs for the
Send
show?
me a wig. I'll wear that. I'll wear that bad
Should we get a
boy.
wig for the show?
Hmm.
Maybe.
A pink wig.
Well,
Love the stud buds.
it was a good overall. It was a good event.
Anyways,
So
I enjoyed it. I loved it. You got to see everybody play. You get to see everybody kind of let loose. It's what you like.
right.
It's what us as fans like to see. Us, you get to see the players being actual people. They just want to chill
We
too.
all people at the
You
end
know
of
what
the
I'm
day.
saying?
All right, well, moving on. Let's when we talk about the WNBA, we're always trying to talk about expansion, right? Let's make it bigger. Let's talk about the expansion team that came in for this 2025 season for the WNBA, and
Mm-hmm.
that is the Golden State Valkyrie. We have a
Mm-hmm.
lot to talk about with the Valkyrie. Go ahead and start us off a little bit.
Man, so for the Golden State Valkyrie, for them to come together as they did, it pretty much was kind of like every team gave away a player from their team to make the Golden State Valkyrie. So it was kind of like nobody chose that they got to go. It was just kind of like, here we go. We'll give this one person away. You can have them. Um, and
Interesting.
and I feel like they all came together as a team. You definitely have the most improved player in the team, Veronica Burton. She's a star.
She is a star.
Yeah, and she really carried the team.
She
She
averaged 12 and 6 over the season, 6 assists. She has
Come on,
vision. She can knock the three down.
vision.
Absolutely. She's very good defensively. In fact, the Valkyrie as a team this year, very good defensively. They
Hmm.
had the best off opponent field goal percentage at 40.6% this year. So I
And the
think that's
defense.
number one in the league.
Hmm.
So they definitely can play some defense.
Oh yeah, and they definitely can shoot. They're throwing up what the number one amount of free three no
Three
three
pointers.
pointers. They're
They
chucking up
make the
the
most three
threes, boy.
pointers in the league this year. Now, do they shoot the best percentage? Maybe not. They are throwing up about 30 to 35 a game, though.
But when they're on fire,
They can
they're
knock
on
them
fire,
down.
boy.
You
Yeah,
are
yeah,
correct
yeah.
with
But
that
when
one.
they're missing, ooh,
So
you live by the three, you die by the three.
let's throw some flowers. Let's throw some more flowers at the Valkyrie. I'm just gonna throw out there some stats this year for the Valkyrie and a little bit of history that was made. So on May 21st, they did secure their first win, the Valkyrie that is, against the Washington Mystics. And then, of course, Kayla Thornton, averaging 14 points and 7 rebounds on the season, did get an All Star nod. So congrats to her. Flowers, flowers. And even more flowers to the Valkyrie, the fact that they did make the playoffs with Kayla Thornton going down mid-season. What do
Mm.
you think about the Valkyrie expansion team being the first expansion team to make the WNBA playoffs? What do you think about that?
I mean, it just speaks wonders to the whole like coaching, the whole staff, the players as a team.
Ooh, the coach,
Yeah, the coach, man. Natalie,
Natalie.
she's fierce.
She's fierce.
Ooh,
You
ooh.
told me you were scared of her, didn't you?
Yo, she's scary. She is scary. You ever see her on the sideline? Wait.
She got
But
that stink
when
eye.
you know, with that being said, I mean, she is probably gonna get Coach of the Year
Yeah,
for the way that she's handled this
deserved,
team. Her and her
deserved.
staff,
Deserved.
she's so humble, and she's really done a lot of good things with this team for them to get to where they are. They're in the playoffs.
They're in the
They're in
playoffs.
the playoffs, man.
They set a record for most wins by an expansion team, 23 wins. So again, congratulations to the Valkyrie.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Right on, right on.
absolutely. All right, y'all. This is a segment we like to call "Do Better."
Next year.
We just like to talk a little bit about the teams that couldn't make the WNBA playoffs. So we're going to start off with the Connecticut Sun, and in the season at 11-33. What do you think about the Connecticut Sun?
If I can be honest with you, I
Please
had
do.
I had the WNBA League Pass, and if there was any time that the Connecticut Sun was playing,
I got
I,
something else to do.
I didn't watch them.
Yeah.
I didn't watch them. And that might be bad on me, but I just don't see any excitement with the Connecticut Sun. I mean, you do have an old vet, Tina Charles. She's been there for a while. She's been in the league. Still doesn't have a championship, so she's still in the championship hunt. But I don't see any real hype to the Connecticut Sun. They're not exciting to me, unfortunately. I
I
didn't have
mean,
any really good,
I kind of have to agree with you, honestly, Nandez, because the thing is, even like for next year as well, they don't have a future. Like their next year's WNBA draft, I think they get the 12th and the 15th pick. Like, okay, thank you, but you're not going to get a generational talent at 12 and 15, Connecticut.
no.
I mean, I was thinking of some highlights I could, something good I could speak about Connecticut, but it's just not. I mean, they're. I feel they're the worst team in the league. I mean,
Mm.
they can't score the ball. They can't defend. They can't rebound. Their transition defense is terrible. They can't make get layups in transition offense. Like there's nothing good about Connecticut.
They might have a good game here and there, but
Here and
that's all
there,
by luck, and everybody's got to be hitting all
everyone
around.
has to be knocking shots down above
Yeah.
50% because there's no defense. So I mean, if you're gonna win a game, you got to score plus 80, plus 90 for Connecticut.
Yeah, for
So.
sure.
I mean, future advice, in my opinion, for Connecticut. I mean, I know you love Tino Charles. We love Tino Charles here, but let her contend on a team that can actually make the playoffs, that can actually contend for a WNBA championship.
Right. She needs
That's
a championship.
my best advice. And rebuild. Get young talent. Find your star to build around. It's just not going to be next year. And maybe you can strike gold on a 12th pick, but
It'll
I don't know.
it'll take them a while. Give them a good 3, 4 years.
And it may take longer than that. They might be bad for the
Hmm.
years to come.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyways, moving on. Let's talk about the Dallas Wings finishing the season at 10-34. I actually like the Dallas Wings. I know they were not the best team this year, but I kind of was rooting for them, and definitely watching Paige do her thing as a rookie, averaging 19 flowers. What do you think about the
Yeah,
Dallas Wings?
of course. Everybody expected or everybody wanted, Paige to come into league and have a great year. But unfortunately, of course, it didn't happen. You go from this stellar year at UConn and then you come to a Dallas Wings team that only won 10 games in the season. I mean, Paige did her thing though, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. She held down the team, there were also injuries in her team. It's a young squad, they got
Very
a lot of people that they're gonna grow together. They're gonna be able to learn together.
You
They're
gotta
only gonna
think
get better.
how many of them, how many women are they gonna actually keep on that team for next year? I mean, it's a good opportunity to really like rebuild. They're gonna get the number one pick in this draft coming up. Like,
Hmm.
it's a really good opportunity. And is Enrique gonna be your number two?
Will
Is
she
she going to be
stay?
your number two? Is she going to stay?
Yeah.
Is
Hmm.
she going to sign again with Dallas? She was injured. And the thing about Dallas is they were pretty injury riddled this year as well.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, they can't defend, though. They can't rebound. The only thing good Dallas has going for them is Paige. They don't have anyone else that can generate serious offense.
Well, if they definitely take advantage of the draft pick, there is a big that is coming up in the draft class. she's done really good, and UCLA, Lauren Betts. So hopefully, maybe if that's the route that Dallas is going to take, that'll be the big that we need.
We need a big because we got to get Paige some pick and rolls, get her some open mid range jumpers. Her game is elite. She on offensive side of the ball, she's elite. She can make the three. She can run pick and roll. Pull up at the free throw range. She can dive to the paint, layups. She's creative. She can work out of the post. I mean, there's really a lot to Paige's game that we like. And
Yeah,
she really can be she is a generational talent. She really can be a face of the future WNBA.
she's only going to get better.
Let's talk about the Chicago Sky organization.
Ooh,
Let's talk about the Chicago
yes.
Sky organization finishing the season at 10-34. We really do have a lot to talk about when it comes to the Chicago Sky, especially with the recent comments that have been made and controversy in the media with Angel Reese herself. What what do you think about the Chicago Sky?
Chicago Sky, I feel like they could be a good team. They have bigs. They have the potential.
They have
You
the best
have
rebounding duo in the league.
you got star right there with Angel Reese. Why it's not working, I don't understand. Something's not clicking within the team. Either it's
It's
the
the culture.
coach,
It's the culture.
and something's got to change for sure. You can't have all this talent and it not go anywhere. We want Angel Reese to be the star. We want her to do what she's there to do. I mean, she's obviously doing great things. She's on the cover of 2K.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She definitely has a really wide fan base.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We just need the leadership and we need a better
We
attitude.
need the leadership to take over. Absolutely.
Yes.
And does she have those leadership skills? Can she be a number one on a WNBA championship squad?
Mm,
That's the question that we need answered when it comes to Angel Reese. Because
yeah.
with the controversial statements that are in the media,
I mean, you
you
just
have
don't.
to back up your game, Angel. I mean, you started off the season. I have the first 7 games right here. 5 for 14, 36%. 0 for 8, 0%. 5 for 11, 45%. 3 for 9, 33%. 2 for 6, 33%. 4 for 13, 31%. 2
Mm,
for 7, 29%. Your record after 7 games was 2-5, Miss Angel Reese. You finally get an opportunity to go in New York and play the New York Liberty, where, yes, finally, we get a game where you record 8 for 13 in field goal percentage and can finally get over a 50% field goal percentage for the game. But guess what? You still lose the game.
it just kind of seemed like maybe Angel Reese didn't do any conditioning over the summer. Did
Maybe
you
you
not
didn't put any
practice?
work.
Did
Did
you?
you develop on your game? Did you learn something new that you can bring to your game?
But I do want to say, yes, she did have that slump in the beginning of the season, but she picked it up though. She
She did.
definitely did pick it up throughout the season. I mean, her shooting percentage did go up 39.1% from last season. So she's definitely her game's gotten better. She's done and that's what it should do every year. Your game should get
Be
better.
getting better. A
But
second year player, you should be putting up better stats than your first year.
yeah, for sure. So she did that. She was a slow starter. Mm. I mean, she definitely put up some points, and then all this stuff happened recently. She got suspended for the one game because she had the max amount of technical fouls. They also suspended her half of the game for the detrimental comments about her team. I mean, honestly, you just don't shit on your team like that.
Yeah.
If there's some issues or if there's anything that's going on with the team, you definitely got to talk about that in the locker room. That's between you and your team.
Yeah.
Obviously, something's not right.
I agree.
The
You
record
can't
shows
take
it
it to
for
the media
itself.
though. You're calling out your it's one thing to call out your organization, but calling out your own teammates in the media
Mm.
is completely different. I mean, you're going to war with your
With your
teammates.
teammates, no
You're
wonder
going
they
to
don't want to
war
play
with
with
these
you.
teammates.
Yeah,
Like I just don't agree with
do
that.
better,
Keep it in the locker room.
do
You can say
better.
what you want between closed doors with your team, but when you're in front of the camera and the media, it needs to be a little bit different. It
Yeah,
really
for
it
sure, for
really
sure.
does.
You don't trash your team.
You really can.
Are.
Moving on. Let's go ahead and talk about the Washington Mystics. So I personally am excited about Washington Mystics future, especially with the rookies that they drafted in the 2024 draft. Miss
Oh
Sonia
yeah.
Dupont herself, and Miss Kiki as well. What do you think about Washington Mystics and the highlights of their season and just the future of Washington?
They have a lot of growth. Washington, they did great this year. They just barely missed the cut. You do have Sonia. Sonia's a great shooter.
Great player.
You know, she's only going to get better. Definitely something, just keep shooting. You got to keep shooting.
You
If you're
do.
missing, that's what shooters do. Shooters going to shoot, but she's got a lot of growth. She's got a good solid team with her. Like you said, there's another rookie, Kiki.
Kiki.
Man, she's solid. Both of them together, they can play really well together. There was also
They only
another
got to build
rookie.
that chemistry as
Oh,
well.
for sure. There was another rookie that was drafted alongside of them, Georgia Moore. The only thing with her, she didn't get to play. We didn't get to see her play at all because she tore her ACL early on in training camp. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any of her games. She's an outstanding player. So she should hopefully, if she's healthy, come back next season.
Oh, I'm excited for
Yeah,
that.
so there's only,
Get her on the court.
bigger things to do. You have Shakira Austin. That's a big there that she dominates down in the paint. She's been there for a few years. She does great. And then you have a veteran on the team, Alicia Clark,
Ooh.
three-time champion. She just got traded to the team.
Oh yeah.
She's definitely providing a lot of experience.
Definitely gonna keep her there for next year because she's gonna bring that veteran leadership.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
been there. She's done that. She's got the hardware.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna bring that veteran leadership to that Washington team, like that very young Washington. My best advice for the Washington Mystics is we all love Stephanie Dolson and what she brought to women's
Mm,
basketball in general
yeah.
with her, WNBA title, her two NCAA titles that she has, but she's an unrestricted free agent this upcoming year. Maybe it's time to find her replacement,
Ooh.
you know?
Get
And
her out of
it's
there.
not to say that what she's brought to women's basketball is insufficient because she brought a lot to the
Hmm.
WNBA
Hmm.
and just to women's basketball in general. Well, we're going to conclude this segment with talking about the Los Angeles Sparks, who did just miss the cut at 21 and
Barely.
23. Oh man, let's talk about the highlights of the LA Sparks. I actually enjoyed watching them
Oh
this
my
year. I actually got to
gosh,
catch a lot
dude.
of Sparks games
What a
this
squad,
year.
dude. What a squad.
Man, very offensive, high power, top three offense in the league,
Oh
led
yeah.
by Kelsey Plum. I
Yeah.
mean, just an absolute monster.
I think that was probably the best move for her in her career to go and leave the Aces,
Yeah,
go start over with the Sparks,
yeah.
be the head of
She's
the
the number one
team.
there. Yep.
The team revolves around KP. She is the captain, you know what I'm saying? And she's amazing.
Yeah,
I
she's a dog.
love her play, man. She's great. She doesn't give up. She's sometimes a slow starter, but that third, fourth quarter,
She can
she
really
definitely
turn
do.
it on.
Yes,
She can really turn. And the thing I
Woo-wee.
really like about Kelsey is she generates offense. Oh my
Hmm.
goodness. You give her the rock, you throw some screens at her, she's gonna find that wide open three.
Oh yeah, and if sometimes she's not even scoring, she's dropping dimes,
Yeah.
assists, assists, assists.
So of course, with the good does come the bad. The Sparks, I mean, just the one of the worst defensive teams in the league. Their
Mm.
transition team is nowhere is non-existent. They can't stop anybody. But the thing with the Sparks is, and my advice is, let's see Cam Brink on the floor for more than 15 minutes a game.
Oh, please. I know that she was just coming back from her injury and anticipation was just so high for her to come
Yeah,
back. I could not wait.
I want to see
Um
her in the starting lineup at least 25 minutes a game. I mean,
I'm sure she will get there. I know they were just being cautious as
yeah,
hell with her. 14 minutes, you don't really get to do much in 14 minutes, but Cam was coming into a game and within 3 minutes she had 3 blocks, 5 rebounds, and 17 points.
yeah. It's her
Yeah, I'm
blocks.
I'm
It's her
exaggerating, but
defense.
yes,
No,
dude,
but it's
she
her
block and block
defense.
and block
It's
all the
her
way.
rim protection. That's what the Sparks are missing.
Dude, and it was so good. Like it was just like a relief off the bench that she'd come in and just swat.
All right, now we're going to talk about the WNBA MVP race. So we all know that Asia Wilson won the MVP this year. Cheers to
Hmm.
that.
Ooh, big cheers to the Asia.
Yes, ma'am.
Boy, she a dog.
She's an absolute menace. She averaged 23 and a half points this year, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, over 2 blocks. They went on a 16-game winning streak to end the season where Asia Wilson absolutely dominated on that streak, including beating the number one ranked Minnesota Lynx,
Oh yeah.
where Asia dropped 31 points on 12 of 15 shooting, 8 rebounds, and I believe 2 blocks that game as well. She really can do it on both ends of the floor. She is a top 3 player in the league. In fact, she is the best player in the WNBA as we currently stand. And if she wins the WNBA championship this year, she might go down as a top 3 player in WNBA history. And that's 7 years into her career.
I mean, she's completely dominating the game right now. I mean, there's Age Wilson, good lord, girl.
My
Shoot,
goodness.
they took a butt whooping so bad. She went to the locker room and said, "Nah, this shit's not gonna happen
Not
again."
again.
And they didn't lose
They
again.
didn't
They
lose
didn't lose another game.
the entire
Wow.
season.
And that's the type of leadership and competitiveness
Flowers.
that you have in a winner. That's why
Yes.
she's won. That's why they've got championships.
That's why she's the number one on a championship team.
Number one,
She
dude.
is the example on what these young women coming up in this WNBA league need to follow. All right, y'all. Now it's time to get into these WNBA playoffs. I know y'all been waiting all show for it. So we're just gonna predict the first round of these WNBA playoffs, and then once we're done, just gonna predict the entire bracket and see uh, if it
Why
comes
not,
to
right?
fruition, yeah.
Why not?
But of course, once the first round's over, we're gonna predict the second round and move on from there. So, but yeah, let's jump right into it. So let's talk about this first round matchup with the Minnesota Lynx versus the Golden State Valkyrie, the 1 seed Minnesota Lynx and the 6 seed Valkyrie.
Ooh.
I'm super excited for this matchup. Now, I'm more excited just for the Valkyrie again because they're that expansion team getting their shot for the first round of the playoffs, first breaking history because the first
Yeah.
expansion team to make the playoffs. And it's kind of a bummer that they do have to go against the best team in the league in Minnesota.
Yeah, it just kind of happened that way. Unfortunately, you gotta face, the number one team in the league so
Stiff
far.
competition. It's the playoffs. It's time to get going.
Woo.
And what the Valkyrie bring in this matchup is their defensive prowess. Like I said earlier, they hold their opponent field goal percentage to 40.6% in the league, 40.6% on the season. That's the best in the league. But they are going against the number one offense in the league. I mean,
Right.
the Minnesota League score 86 points a game.
And that's just not one person scoring. That's the whole team
The whole
scoring. The
team.
whole team.
And the whole team really can put the ball in the basket.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's what it is. I mean, Caleb McBride averaging 14 points a game. Courtney Williams, 13 and a half points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. She
Going
really
off,
can do
dude.
it all.
Going off.
In her role, she really can do it all.
Oh yeah.
Imagine Courtney on a team where she's like leading the charge. Like she is the option,
She could be. She could be. I mean,
right?
she's definitely been putting up the numbers this past, few games. She's stepping up and being a
She is
star, dude. Stud
yes.
buds unite.
And we didn't even talk about the MVP candidate and Nafisha Collier. I mean, they talk about doing it all on the court.
I mean, we
She does
talked
it on the
about it.
defensive end as well.
Oh
23
yeah.
games, 7 assists, 2 blocks. That's stiff competition. That's going to be very hard to beat. Listen, to be quite honest, are the Valkyrie going to win this series?
Mm.
No, they're not. It is what it is. Okay, the Lynx are the superior team. Their offense is too high powered. For the Valkyrie to have a chance to win a game in this series, they have to be lockdown defenders and they have to be knocking down their three.
Oh yeah.
They have to be knocking down their three. They make the most threes in the league.
Mm-hmm.
They don't shoot the best percentage at the three, but they
They gotta
throw
make
up
them.
30 to 35 a game. They hit 10 a game. They have to hit 12 to 15 in a game if they want a chance, and they have to hold Minnesota to under 42%.
Yeah, because it definitely shows that the Lynx swept them for the season.
They did. They swept them 3-0. And my prediction for this series is I do think the Lynx are going to continue to hold this sweep prowess, and I do think that they take, the 2 games 2-0 this series.
Ooh. Bringing the brooms early.
The brooms early. Yep.
Mm. All right. Okay.
What do you
You want?
think?
I think we're good. I want to go to the second round. All right. As far as what I feel about this matchup, I definitely feel like the Valkyrie will give a good competition,
Yeah.
but I don't see them getting out of the round.
I don't see them winning a game,
They're not.
honestly.
Ooh, maybe they might because okay, yeah, we do start in Minnesota. I do believe we go play a game in Golden State, the Valhalla. That's a crazy crowd.
They have a good home court.
Whew, it's nice out there. I would
I
love to
mean,
go
Golden
see a
State.
game out there.
That
But I mean, maybe they can steal a game. It just all depends on how everybody's gonna play, and especially playing at home, first time playoffs. You might be nervous. It all
hmm.
just depends. It really does.
Veronica Burton's got a ball though.
I would love to see, the Valkyries take a game. I feel like they'll take a game. I don't think they're gonna get swept.
You don't? So you think it's gonna be Lynx 2-1?
Still lose 2-1.
Lynx
Yeah,
2-1.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, we both have the Lynx moving on, so let's both move on then. We're gonna talk about this next matchup in the number two seeded Las Vegas Aces and the number seeded Seattle
Ooh.
Storm. Nandez.
Oh,
Nandez.
uh,
What do you think about this series here?
oh my God. I feel like this is gonna be the most exciting series of this
Really?
first round,
You
dude.
do?
I do, man.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you got the Las Vegas Aces. They are, championship contenders. They want that championship back. They're
Mm,
hungry.
yeah.
I mean, you got Asia leading the Blaze, man. She's the captain of the team. Everybody's gonna follow her. You've had outstanding play from Jackie Young.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, you got
16 and a half a game,
16
five
and a half a
assists,
game?
4.5 doing rebounds, doing it all.
Come on. You definitely have the newbie, Nelissa Smith. Love her hair, man. She reminds me of like a lion in the wind. Yo, she looks great out there. I mean, she's been balling too. And then you have the one of the best I do feel like six man in the league, Jewel Lloyd. She comes off the bench
With
and
the
she
aces,
gives,
yeah,
oh my God, she gives so much energy and
she
she
does.
gives the kind of like vision that we say, yo, Jewel Lloyd's got some mad vision and she can hit.
The thing about the aces is they really have everything that you need in a championship team. They have everything you
Oh
need in a
yeah.
championship team.
And then Becky,
And the championship coach on top of that, with the San Antonio Spurs experience as
oh
well.
my gosh,
And she
Becky,
bringing that to Las Vegas
that's the goal
Aces.
right there.
And they have the GOAT on their squad in Asia Wilson that's going to lead them past the Seattle Storm.
She kind of reminds me of Coach Pop on the sidelines.
Stop it.
There was a game that Aces were to completely dominating and hitting everything that you could possibly hit, and they cut to Coach Becky and Stone Cold.
Just Stone Cold. No emotion.
Not happy about it all. That's very
She's not
pop.
having a good
That's
time.
very pop of her. You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
feel that.
but uh, I mean, I know Aces. They're gonna take this. I do feel like Seattle's gonna take a game.
You do? You
I
think
feel,
Seattle's going to get a
I
game?
think Seattle will take a game.
Going to go three. My
I think it's
opinion,
gonna be
I mean,
close all the way
I
around.
like Seattle.
Uh-huh.
They play very they play good defense. They lead the league in blocks. They lead the league in steals. Obviously, they can play make on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have anyone to match up with Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson's going to take over this series. She's going to put up 25 a game.
Yeah.
She's going to get 3 blocks a game. She's going to do it on both ends of the court. She's so consistent. I mean, she's put up over 12, maybe even 15 30-point games this
Ooh.
season.
Yes. You don't think NECA Gomike? She
Nneka's
can give her. I.
she's a great player. She's definitely stiff competition for Asia, but I just think it's Asia's time. She's proving why this this
She
NBA
hungry.
this WNBA playoffs. She's gonna prove why she is the best player in the WNBA. She's gonna prove this year why she is going to be one of, if not the GOAT in the WNBA when it's all
Oh
said
yeah.
and done.
She's
When
definitely
her
gonna come with it.
career is finished.
Oh yeah.
Okay. It just is it's really that simple for me when it comes to the aces. It really is just that simple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they lead the regular series 2-1 as well. And my prediction, I got Aces 2-0. I think the Aces are going to sweep this.
Sweet. All right, I'll bring a broom for this one.
You changing it up? You going 2-0?
We'll see.
We'll see. Or 2-1. You got the Aces taking it.
I'll have a dustpan just in case.
Yeah,
Well, definitely the Aces are gonna win for sure, but
yeah.
I'd hope for Seattle to get a win because I like them.
All right, moving on, y'all. Moving on. So we got the number 3 seed Atlanta Dream versus the number 6 seed Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever. So, Nandez, what do you think about this series?
Well, it looks like the Fever definitely won over the series 2-1 in the regular season. I don't think that's gonna be the case pulling out it here in the playoffs. I do feel like that the Atlanta Dream will dominate and win this round. I mean, obviously you're without Caitlin Clark. That is a huge bummer. You're also without Sophie Cunningham. That is a huge player in your team.
Yeah.
So you obviously, yeah, you know.
She's kind of the heart of that team.
Oh man, that was heartbreaking to see her go down. Sophie, I hope you're doing good. Get healthy. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, she's one of those players where her stats may not show up in the box score, but she's still going to make an impact on the team.
Dog.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do still have some solid players. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
Kelsey Mitchell.
there's talent on that team still. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston,
Aaliyah
Natasha
Boston.
Howard is known to show up in big games.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
she did it already this season.
Oh yeah.
It's not like they can't show up and take a game, but do I see the Indiana Fever having a chance to win 2 games against Atlanta Dream in this series?
Ooh.
I don't.
Mm.
I don't. Not against Ryan Howard. Not against Alicia Gray. Not against Nas Hamilton. That's just or Nas Hillman. That's a sniper.
You got a healthy Jordan Canada now back in the lineup. Oh, come on, Brianna Jones.
The thing about the Fever is,
and you got the young man.
They don't defend. They. It's not that they don't defend. It's just they're not very good on the defensive end. They're not good enough to change the game. To change in their favor.
If there's a matchup between Aaliyah Boston and Brianna Jones, I feel like Brianna Jones, she's a little bit more body.
Okay, but I still would take Aaliyah Boston though in that matchup. I think Aaliyah Boston is the better player. I think she's the better offensive player.
Okay.
And she's a big body herself, though.
True. Yeah, they both are.
Yeah, they're both big bodies. I think they're both gonna win matchups against each other, and they're both gonna lose matchups against each other.
But who's guarding Brittany Griner?
I mean, she's coming off the bench. That's big man. What's her nickname?
Young man.
Young man. Yeah.
Young man. We love her.
Yes, we love Brittany. Absolutely.
Get it, Brittany.
Yes, ma'am. So, in my prediction, with the offensive skill that Atlanta brings in Ryan Howard and Alicia Gray, I think there's just too much there. And the Fever just don't play good enough defense. And I do see Atlanta Dream, again, not to bring the brooms out, but I see them sweeping the Indiana Fever in this first round.
Oof.
What do you think about that, Nandez?
Dang, maybe I'm just being soft. But I want to see Indiana Fever win a game. God damn it. I feel like they can win a game. At least one. If you get everybody
Kelsey Mitchell's good enough to lead them to win a game against the
You had a dog in Lexi Holt. You saw her play with 2 black guys, looking raccoonish.
She did, yeah.
And she played like that for several games.
I know. She like that for like 2 weeks.
She was crazy because that. I mean, but right on for you for still playing like that. I mean, they just got the heart. Indiana Fever still has the heart. You got CC on the bench. She's gonna be there with you along the way. I know it's heartbreaking for her not to be there.
Because Phoenix Mercury versus the number 5 New York Liberty, and in my opinion, this right here is the best series of the first round. I am so excited for this series.
Like them. I've been to the
They're a good
climate
team.
pledge
Like
arena,
it's a
bro.
good organization. It's a
Love
good
them.
fan base.
Hmm.
The Seattle Storm are not going anywhere anytime soon.
Oh no.
That's
Oh no.
organization is a staple in the WNBA.
Of course it is. And you got Sue
And
Bird.
you got Sue. Let's stop it.
Baby Sue Bird. I love you, girl.
All right, moving
Woo.
on, y'all. Moving on. So we got the number 3 seed Atlanta Dream versus the number 6 seed Indiana Fever. Indiana Fever. So, Nandez, what do you think about this series?
Well, it looks like the Fever definitely won over the series 2-1 in the regular season. I don't think that's gonna be the case pulling out it here in the playoffs. I do feel like that the Atlanta Dream will dominate and win this round. I mean, obviously, you're without Caitlin Clark. That is a huge bummer. You're also without Sophie Cunningham. That is a huge player in your team.
Yeah.
So
She's
you obviously, yeah,
she's kind of the heart of that team.
Oh man, that was heartbreaking to see her go down. Sophie, I hope you're doing good. Get healthy. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, she's one of those players where her stats may not show up in the box score, but she's still going to make an impact on the team.
Dog.
Yeah.
But I mean, you do still have some solid players. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
Kelsey Mitchell,
there's talent on that team still. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston,
Aaliyah
Natasha
Boston.
Howard is known to show up in big games.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
she did it already this season.
Oh yeah.
It's not like they can't show up and take a game, but do I see the Indiana Fever having a chance to win 2 games against Atlanta Dream in this series?
Ooh.
I don't.
Mm.
I don't. Not against Ryan Howard. Not against Alicia Gray.
Ooh.
Not against Nas Hamilton. That's just or Nas Hillman.
Yeah.
That's a sniper.
You got a healthy Jordan Canada now back in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on, Brianna Jones.
The thing about the Fever is
And you got the young man.
they don't defend. They it's not that they don't defend. It's just they're not very good on the defensive end. They're not good enough to change the game.
Yeah, I
This
may have
right here,
jumped the gun.
this right, we have the defending champions
Two solid teams.
versus and Satu Sabely.
There you go. Cleo Cooper,
Oh
Natasha
man,
Mag. You got a whole squad. This
Phoenix
is the one to watch for sure.
Phoenix out of in my opinion, out of Atlanta Dream and Phoenix Mercury, the 3 and 4 spot, these Phoenix Mercury, this is a threat right here.
Well, they did win the season.
They're a threat.
They beat.
The Phoenix Mercury is an absolute threat, and I mean
They
they're
beat the
they're a
Liberty.
threat to the Lynx, they're a threat to the Aces, and they're a threat to take this whole thing. And it's going to be led by Miss Alyssa Thomas
And DeWanna Bonner.
and DeWanna Bonner, who's a resurgence.
Bro, I'm so happy for DeWanna Bonner, dude. She has definitely been.
It's her 15th season?
Bro, 15. 15 of OG, man. The team that traded her thought, oh, DeWanna Bonner, she's going to retire. She's done. She's washed up. Nah, didn't happen. DeWanna Bonner got traded back to her, the original team where she started from, where she got her first championships from in Phoenix. She's spinning the block, playing great. It was like prime DeWanna Bonner again, and here she is. She's definitely gonna come to play. She's ready. It's definitely gonna be a close match in this one. Ooh,
I'm excited.
ooh.
Now, so in my prediction of this round, with the way that the Liberty are limping into this series, and the way that Alyssa Thomas is absolutely just dominating this league with her 8 triple doubles, I can see her dropping another triple double in this series, and the Phoenix Mercury taking the series 2-1. I really do. I see the Phoenix Mercury scraping by the defending champions and moving on to the next round. What do you think about that, Nandez?
Just because I'm going to go against you, and I'm going to say that the New York Liberty, they're going to take out the Mercury.
You think they're going to bring that championship DNA back to the game?
Yeah, it's going to be there.
You know what?
It's going to be there.
I wouldn't be surprised because, I mean, it's in their DNA. I mean, they have a 3-time
They know what it
champion in
takes.
Brianna Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
And she's been there, and she's 8 years in the league, and she's got more to offer to the league, and she's not out of her prime yet. She can absolutely take over a game if she
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to. And on top of that, Sabrina, who can knock threes down, come off the pick and roll and find an open three. I
Yeah.
mean,
Hey, but we need Phoebus to go off too.
right.
Phoebus, come on, listen to
And
me.
also they have a good bench too.
Yeah.
The Liberty have a good bench.
Hmm.
Absolutely. Emma,
Oh, the
13 and
Beast
a half
man.
points,
Oh, heck
5
yeah.
rebounds.
Heck yeah.
She's a baller off the
Yeah.
bench.
So I'm going for New York for this one.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
All right, so how we like to end the show? We like to end the show with a little segment we call Parlay of the Day. We like just to give a little advice and parlay. We all like making that bag around here.
Ooh, if we can.
If
If
we,
we can.
I'm not gonna lie, I use a lot of AI to use my parlays. What do you think about that?
You cheater.
Ah!
You're a cheater, cuz I've seen him. I've literally seen him. I go off of my picks off of pure experience and knowledge.
It never
And
gets
this
rare.
guy, this he's lying. I've won a few times, but this guy will be straight AI. Do you think so and so will get over so and so points? And you gotta read the whole thing.
And how many greens I get?
When was the last time you won?
How many greens I get?
When was the last time you won?
I just be putting too many on a slip. All right, y'all.
Yeah,
So here's the
okay.
parlay of the day. I got Ryan Howard over 17 and a half points. I really just think the Atlanta Dream are going to dominate in this first game. I mean, they're really going to expose Indiana's defense and who other than Ryan Howard to put up over 17
Gonna
and a half
score.
points.
Gonna
This
score.
is what it is.
All right, all right. For me, I'm gonna go with Veronica Burton, of course. You know, the star of the team.
Oh, Veronica Burton, most improved player this year in the WNBA.
She sure
Flowers.
is. She
Flowers.
sure is, baby. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna go with her. 17 and a half points and assists. So if you guys get down, Price Pigs, DraftKings, whatever it is you guys do a parlay on,
FanDuel.
that's what I'm doing. I'm a hitter. Veronica Burton,
We thought.
17 and a half.
All right, y'all. That's the show. Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Thank you
If you like
guys.
this, just subscribe, like,
Come
comment,
back,
come back for our
please.
next episode.
Come
We're dropping one a
back.
week. Yeah, just let us know.
Let us
All right,
know.
y'all. Have a good one.
Love y'all.